Welcome to A Piece of CX. This week we're taking a look at the updates that you might have noticed in CXone Interactions Hub. So firstly, name change. In fact, CXone Mpower Interactions Hub. We've had two name changes here. So in 25.1, CXone becomes CXone Mpower. So you'll see this logo here starts to change soon. And also over the past couple of releases, we have seen Interactions replaced with Interactions Hub. The reason for this, and if we go to the waffle, we can see the new icon here, is Nice is starting to bring more functionality in from across the Nexidia recording range and other parts of their portfolio into one place, making the CXone Mpower Interactions Hub even more capable and giving you even more data. So, if you haven't already done this, for example, then it helps if I move myself like so, then you've got all of this data here, your categories, your sentiments, all of that kind of good stuff. If I run a search for, say, last 7 days, this is one of the demo systems that we've got globally. I'm going to take out things that aren't necessarily relevant when I'm showcasing a demo, don't necessarily care about direction. Now I've got a lot of free space to give me more things to look at. So potentially what I'm going to do is bring in things that would draw my attention straight away, sentiments. Potentially you're going to look at your feedback score as well if you've got that. And maybe we're going to bring in some behavioral metrics as well. Now, we've got those. You'll see we've got our CSAT score. We've got recording alerts, litigation hold. That's one of the new policies that you can now bring in, which I'll show you in a moment. But we also have a new player available to us. So lots that we can bring into this journey. For example, if I now have a look at this, and we can look at strongly negative interactions, suddenly I've got things that I maybe want to go and have a look at as a manager or as a quality assurance person within the contact center. I'm drawn to this so that I can look into this further. Now, these are all on chat at the moment. If I go to voice, then what we'll do is we'll launch one of these to take a look at in the new player. So you can just double click. That was an update a little while back. And if we maximize our player, we now have the new player available to us within CXone. So if you've got screen recording, got multi legs of call, you're going to see them here. If I go back to the old player or switch, so you can remember what it looks like. So what they've done is essentially change some of the layout around, just make it a little bit cleaner. The classic one still looks to be available to us for some time. But now we can have a look at this. We can see the interactions detail, we can see the agent, we can see enlightened sentiment, we can see behavior scores, all summarized here. All of these options that you had down here, still here. So, if you want to speed it up to 2 times, you can. If you want to slow it down to 0.5, you absolutely can as well. So that's the new player and the new interactions hub. One of the other things you now have is the ability to bring in data policies. So you have to turn this on within your BU. But again, this is bringing across some of those Nexidia capabilities. So risk detection here. We are looking for certain bits of information, such as unmasked sensitive information. It's going to run through the platform and see what is in place. I can add new policies. So potentially I want to add a media deletion, and I can set what my criteria are, what my name is, whether it recurs, all that kind of good stuff. I can say last 7 days. I can add different criteria to this. So now you have more autonomy over how recordings are managed within the platform, but also you noticed on the Interactions Hub, this was one of the filters as well, where we can see if something's got litigation hold against it. So this feels like an amalgamation of multiple releases suddenly rolling up into quite an advance for Interactions Hub. If it's an area you don't play around with on CXone, definitely worth taking a look at. Lots more capability there so that you can really understand what's going on within your contact center. Thank you very much for joining A Piece of CX.